Hello everybody, are you working hard? I'm hardly working. I just finished up with my gummy mission run. It was alright. I didn't do super great. Didn't even want to try the X missions, because I'm kind of at a point where if I don't get the expansions for my ship, which I don't know when those will start showing up, but I'm pretty sure it's a regular mission run that unlocks it. Until I get that and I can build bigger and better ships, it's really kind of pointless working on it, because it's just I'm not doing enough to justify the effort I'm putting in. So now we're back at Beast Castle. I completely forgot to set my timer, so this one I'm really gonna have to be careful about. I'm just not paying much attention to the clock either. But I'm sure you'll forgive me and we'll figure out where we need to be. I'm just kind of doing what I normally would, you know. I mean, I guess that's what I always do. So positives about this Keyblade. You get little moons when you hit things, and I believe it makes a different noise when it's attacking, which is always fun. I think I might be shouting. I don't know. It just occurred to me that I had my volume turned up because I was listening to a podcast while also having this game music playing through my headphones. And I was like, well, I don't want to turn down the game music. I might as well just turn up the podcast and then turn up the headphones. And that was a mistake because I didn't change it back. So hopefully you didn't have a bunch of extra music coming through the microphone. I have no idea. Like I said, that was my mistake, and I just made it, so yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen again. Anyway, like I was saying, I'd normally start by heading out here just to grab those chests, and of course, hitting Heartless, even though I got a chance to look. The level expectation for this world is 13. I am 20, so I think we're gonna be alright level-wise. You know, there's always a chance that things go horribly, horribly wrong, but I don't expect that'll be the case. Certainly not looking forward to finding out how wrong I could be, though. So there's that. Here we go. Gotta go find Belle, because Beast is being a jerk. And so naturally, what you do when you can't deal with the Beast is you go and you find Belle.
Oh, what am I going to do?
Let me in your room.
Okay.
Donald!
Who opened the door?
Belle did.
Oh,
Also,
I'm so happy
she changed
you're
outfits.
Here. Donald. Sora. Goofy.
You forgot us for a whole year,
Put me down. Put me down.
and we saved your heart. Where's the Beast? Oh, he must be in the West Wing. We don't talk like we used to. Did something happen? Yes. Isn't that why you're here? Not exactly, but we can still help. Since we're here and all. Beast won't talk to you. He's been acting strange lately. The only ones who might know why are locked up in the dungeon. I want to help them, but... Wait a second. Who locked who up? The Beast locked up his servants. But why? That's what I don't know. That's what I don't know. I'm so bad at cold reading sometimes. You can get to the Undercroft from the West Hall. The dungeon is down there. Time for the West Hall. You know, part of the West Wing, which is forbidden, Belle. You know that. Obviously we don't, but I mean, she knows. She knows where she's sending us. New recipe, new map. Save space, but definitely not a smart place to call as an episode, because that'd be way too soon. But we're off to go save some servants. Gee, I wonder who those servants could be. If only I'd ever seen this movie. I don't know if I've talked about it before with all of you, but I did see the live action Beauty and the Beast. I think we ended up with a Blu-ray of it at some point, and I watched that. I liked it. I really did. I honestly think I might like it more than the animated film, which this level is based on. The animated film was great. It was wonderful, but the live action, what I think they did really well is they justified making it live action. You know, it wasn't just, here's the story you already know exactly the way that you know it. They decided to add in extra stuff, like Gaston. Most of what made him so popular was LeFou paying people off. Like, that was the best way that Gaston's whole song could have gone, was you see that LeFou's just tossing gold around to make his buddy look better. That's awesome. Of course, there were also some things in the deleted scenes that were terrible. Like, there was a joke they had where LeFou went into a room during the big fight at the end of the movie, and he sees a toilet, and it's alive, which confirms that there was a man who became a toilet. And the joke didn't end there. No. Afterwards, LeFou finds this guy, because, I mean, you know that everybody gets turned human in the movie, if you've ever seen the movie. Spoilers, I guess, that it's a Disney movie and things work out in the end. But he finds this guy, and he's been turned back to human, and what are you gonna do now? I'm gonna go brush my teeth, and it's gross, and it's not funny. Like, even for children's humor, it's really not funny. So this is alright. You just basically stop pushing whenever she wakes up, and then you're fine. Like, as long as she doesn't notice, she won't go hopping over. And I mean, they're clearly very forgiving about that, because she was definitely awake and I was still moving her. And I don't even understand the purpose of it, because it's like, alright, she's out of the way. She's clearly awake now. She's starting to get comfortable. Can I help you? What? Oh, right. Belle needs us to go to the dungeon. Goodness! You're here to help my friends? Well, why didn't you say so? I'm sorry I startled you. Oh, I used to be human, you know, until the enchantress cast her spell. I was turned into a wardrobe when the prince was turned into a beast. The prince is the beast? Oh, a beast is a prince? That's right. Although his behavior was far from princely at the time. Because he was 11, and a stranger wanted into his house in exchange for a rose. And I think it was the kid's birthday party, and his parents weren't there because they've never been involved in the story as far as I've seen. And there's just a lot of questions, and I really think that Adam did the right thing, honestly. The other thing that bothers me, and I've brought this up with other people, what 11-year-old prince, right? He's not a lord's son. He's not a baron's boy. He's a prince. He's the son of a king. He's going to inherit land and men who own lands. He's got a high position. Why is he answering the door during a party when he clearly has enough servants because they're everywhere, right? As soon as they're all turned into stuff, now they're willing to do their jobs. I'll bet part of the curse is that his employees can't slack off like they were. That's probably why they don't want to be things for the rest of eternity. It's not because they're afraid of immortality. It's because they don't like that they have to do what they're told anymore. I mean, now. My outrage is that if they would have just answered the door and taken care of the enchantress themselves, none of this would have happened. Grr. Mini boss fight. I think this is the Possessor? It might actually be technically 2 boss fights, because the Possessor here is going to take charge of this door. And so we gotta beat the door and knock the possessor out of it, and then we actually need to beat the possessor, I think, is the main boss. You know what I mean? The main mini-boss. But I think that it's technically considered 2 boss fights, because I think that these guys might have their own separate entry in the journal. I'm not positive. That's just what I seem to recall being the case. Just not even gonna waste any time. Just gonna go for it. Just gonna, and then release. So this is actually the gimmick, is release. That's I was wrong. This one's gimmick is fine because it's just you just hit release, and I should be fighting the possessor orb for sure, but like we just took out those other heartless real easy. I'm not super worried about fighting this. Probably because we're a touch over leveled, just an acceptable amount though. You know, certainly nothing crazy. Like, you're not quite twice the level, but definitely getting there. Oh, cool! Donald learned fire. I don't need him to ever use it because it's close range magic, and he'd be better off with like thunder and or blizzard. Although I don't think thunder magic's as good right away in this as it is in the first Kingdom Hearts. I think in this one it starts as a single target attack, and it might become more of a ranged attack, but because we've already got fire magic for that, thunder magic might actually be more of a, like, what Blizzard was, where it's a shotgun right in front of you. I'm not positive. It's been a while since I've used thunder magic in this. I really, like, as soon as I discovered how truly unfairly powerful Reflect is as a spell, it really became my go-to spell for everything, because all you need to do is just learn when things are going to attack you, and you can beat all of them. It's not even fair. How are we doing? Just missing 4 more pieces. So we're doing well, honestly, on that one. Abilities, right. I got this. I don't need it, but I'll take it. Like, as long as I got stuff to spare. And I may as well let him have fire. I mean, there's no reason not to yet. Mega recipe. More shards and stones. Okay, cool. Definitely excited to head off to Olympus after this, where I can buy new weapons for Donald and Goofy. Because new weapons are always nice. Makes them stronger. Gives them new animation looks. It's all good stuff.
Oh, they look
Them
like
who?
nice boys to me.
We are nice. We're your friends.
Yeah,
I mean,
Belle sent us to find you.
we're friends of Belle, so friends of friends, but that seems like an assumption.
Wow.
All I'm saying.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
even get me started on Chip. That's a huge question of how did that even happen? Because Beast aged, right? He got older for 10 years, which also kind of implies if he doesn't fall in love, he won't
I'm
be
glad you're
immortal.
okay.
Beast will die of age at some point, but
It is
all of
we
his
who are overjoyed to
people
see
will
you.
live on.
Somebody
Unless
put a
it's to
spell
be
on
assumed
you.
that when he fails and he becomes a beast
You've heard.
the rest of his life,
Enchantress.
they might,
It
like,
seems
if
so
they're
long
meant
ago.
to become
It was a cold winter's night.
like permanently,
An old
like
beggar woman
Mrs. Potts
came
would
to
just
the
be a
castle
teacup and she would no
asked
longer
for
be alive,
shelter.
then I could understand why they'd be
But
afraid.
the master
That
of
would
this
make
castle,
sense.
that is, of course, the prince. Stop that! Put me down this instant!
But like, they just got 10 years of not aging, possibly. I don't know. They should have aged though, because Beast aged. It's a tough call. It's hard to say. Yeah, she was ugly, but like, again, none of you is explaining why he answered the door. I feel like a prince during a party should be busy. A party where, again, he apparently has no parents, so he's the host of this whole soiree. And he answered the door? Why does he have you? I mean, isn't Lumiere's job to be the one who answers the door? Or Cogsworth? One or both of them? I feel like that's That's the thing. One of them is definitely a butler. And I feel like answering the door is something that a person who buttles would do. Seems like buttling behavior. We already know what needs to be done, but with the master out of sorts, he sure is acting weird. It's almost as if he's forgotten how to trust others. You don't suppose he's been turned into a Heartless, do you? Heartless? If they're a part of this, then it's a good thing we're here. Let's go find the beast. Splendid! I started reading for them halfway through, that's my fault. Follow me, messieurs. I know a shortcut. Alright, now we're gonna call it, because we finished the mini thing with the wardrobe, and we beat a boss, a mini boss, but still a boss. And we can take the shortcut next time. I'll see you guys all then. I hope you enjoyed yourselves as much as I did. That's a really lame send-off, but it's true. I'm having such a good time playing this, and I really do hope that you're enjoying it as much as I am. Oh man, we gained more health. We're up to a solid 26. We're unkillable now. Anyway, yeah. I'll see you all next time. And until then, take care, everybody.